Yeah, so there are 4 points which I wanted to highlight today. One is the lack of knowledge on capitalizing in e-commerce. And then we all know there's a lot of businesses right now which lacks process and proper marketing as well. And then number 4 would be there is no permanent logistics partner. So these points, the pain points that we have right now on the emerging e-commerce industry, I will discuss thoroughly one by one. So next slide. Okay, so for the lack of knowledge on capitalizing in e-commerce, as we all know, when pandemic hit the country, there were a lot of new entrepreneurs who tried to swim up because some of them might have been laid off from work, diba, out of work, and then there were a lot of retrenchments, as we know, kasi syempre not all businesses can immediately transition from the retail, the traditional one, into the e-commerce industry. And as what I've been sharing ever since, no, e-commerce is doing your business online. So everything that involves an e-commerce is done online. And one of the key drivers of e-commerce is, of course, having your own website, having your own social media platform, because these are the tools wherein one is able to sell their goods or services. So I see in here that there are so many entrepreneurs as well who are not equipped with the knowledge that they need to have in terms of e-commerce industries. One of the things that I always share to to the people that we also mentor is that there should be a business development side in their in their industry. Because if there's no business development, if they're all focused on just doing the sales and meeting the profit margins, pag walang business development, there is no sustainability in the business. Okay, so this is one of the pain points that I see in the emerging businesses right now. Next slide. Okay, lack of process. So lack of process usually comes in if the business is very, if it's new. If it's in the stage wherein it's usually marami yung volume, no, biglang dumami. There are a lot of businesses ngayon po na nagsimula na ganyan. Why? Because they have goods, they have services na nag-click immediately sa market. They were able to get a market share because nag-trend sila. And as we know, there's a lot of ways on how your business can trend. There's already TikTok for business. There is Facebook Reels. So people are getting more innovative. People are getting more artistic. People are getting more creative on how they offer their businesses. However, ang problem kasi is that hindi nakakasabay yung process dun sa nakukuha nilang volume. So this is also one of the pain points that a lot of the business owners are suffering right now, because kung walang process, the tendency is the entire system will fail. Okay? And then number 3, next slide. Lack of proper marketing. So I know that there are some businesses who are good, the entrepreneurs who are good in Facebook ads and all, but some of them have, let's just say that the allocation of their funding for marketing, may mga companies naman who are not really able to budget well on marketing, or some of them are targeting different audiences, whereas they should be targeting this certain audience. So of course, when you market, you should be clear kung sino yung target audience mo, yung target market mo, and then you can spend your funding for or your budget for marketing dun lang sa dapat na audience mo, because of course, whenever you do marketing, you should be able to convert leads. So I think there are a quite number of entrepreneurs that we have. This is based on experience, no? There are a lot of people that we've talked to. They spend a lot on different platforms. They spend here and there. But if we check on the conversion of their leads, it's quite low. Sometimes there's really no conversion of leads. And this is one thing that all business owners should be capable of doing. They should know they should have calendar of their marketing tools. They should, I believe, sabi nga ni RJ kanina, Philippines is becoming the one of the outsourcing countries, no? And what he said is true. So before I ventured into business, the reason why I have a very strong sales and marketing background is I worked for real estate agents in the US. So we have SEO there. I'm very used into using different marketing avenues because that's how I work with them. That's how I do it, and I manage different marketing teams. So na-equip ako ng husto when I was doing when I was being outsourced. No, so they have been outsourcing virtual assistants here in the Philippines, and I'm so glad that I was part of that industry. So it's one of the things that I would also want to highlight as this one as a pain point. You can hire people who are really exposed, who are really good in marketing. I don't think that in the industry right now, because of the different trends that is happening, it's always unpredictable. So one day you'll wake up, ito na yung trending, the following day iba na naman, okay? So I think that there should be an expert in your team and then outsource the rest, because there are a lot of business owners who have their own core competency, and it's always best to bank on their core competencies, because yun na yung ginagawa nila eh. That's why they're selling their service, because dun sila magaling. So I also would like to suggest, if you don't have right now in your team, in your company, wala kayo talagang let's say hardcore marketing people, then it's always best to outsource, because they can definitely do it for you. There are a lot of digital marketers na magagaling talaga. They can ramp up your sales from, let's say, if you're selling 10 units, they can do it for 100 to 1,000 units in a day. And that's digital selling. Sobrang bilis ngayon ng online marketing. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is of course my favorite pain point, because this is one big huge thing that we are resolving. No permanent logistics partner. And why do I say it's a pain point if you say there's no permanent? Okay, I want to highlight the word permanent, because a lot of sellers right now, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of platform, they bank on different logistics. Sometimes one company would have 5 or 6 logistics. Some of them would have like 3, 4. Okay. So why do I say it's a pain point if you don't have a permanent logistics? Because if you don't have a permanent logistics partner, you will have to deal with different standards and procedures every now and then. So you'd have to consider one logistics is different from the other. So you have to follow each of their set of procedures. And what else? Of course, pricing would always be different. Iba-iba na yan ang presyo. Iba-iba yan on the attack of the customers, on how they handle the customers. And you should ask yourself, what is your key performance indicator? Yeah, there are platforms that they have these key performance indicators, but what about if you scale your business up? How are you supposed to get the support that you need if from the start you don't have a history? Or if from the start, you work with different partners, you work with different logistics. Okay, so that is one of the biggest pain point right now. And people should consider looking into this. Why? What is the main driver of e-commerce? Would you have an e-commerce industry if there is no delivery? The answer is no. The answer is definitely no. That's why there's a lot of business people right now who's looking into delivering as well. It's because logistics is the main industry driver of e-commerce. Wala namang online kung wala magde-deliver. How would you say it's online if you go to the store and physically purchase the item? You say it's e-commerce if you bought it online and someone will deliver it to your doorstep. Meaning, you don't need to go physically to some store or some service center. So one of the pain points that I see in the Philippines right now and in the emerging trends is that they don't consider having a permanent logistics part.